Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. This is a run-in. My name is TJ Leo, your predictions champion.
And I'm Cole 2K, your trivia champion.
Until next week, when I beat you.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I have no faith.
No.
But you never know. You never know. You could have a bad day, and I could have a really good
Canada.
day.
If Canada can't win the World Series, then you're not.
Oh, you're gonna rub that in, are you? Okay.
I will.
All right. That's how it's gonna be.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna okay.
Yep.
That's gonna okay. I'll remember that.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you never joined Wrestling Renaissance Run-In before, we do all kinds of stuff. We do tier maker rankings. We do news, sort of overviews. We play Wrestle Play. We play trivia games, as it were, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But today, it's been a while since we've done one of these. We are doing a ranked episode, and today we are ranking almost every WWE, NXT, WCW, and ECW faction / stable, whatever you want to call them. So just to be specific about what we have considered a faction or a stable, it has to include 3 wrestlers. 3 wrestlers or more in order to be considered a stable or a faction. And we have cut out a few factions that really aren't factions, like really, like the Alliance. Some people consider it a faction, and I'm like, that was just an angle. That was just a storyline. It was, WCW and ECW allies. I don't consider that a faction. But we're going to go through each and every one of these and rank it on our tier maker scale here. Which we've always used the same scale. We have GOAT, amazing, great, good, mid, bad, and trash. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to remember all of the ranked episodes we've done. I don't think trash has been more than like 3 or 4.
No, I don't think so.
Are we gonna get there finally? Are we gonna break that record? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. So let's kick it off with 3MB, which was Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, and Heath Slater. I mean, I don't think. I mean, let's be real. They were not a serious faction. They were hey, these 3 guys have nothing to do. Let's use them as entertainment value. Let's use them as enhancement talent. Which is really funny because 2 out of the 3 ended up being WWE champion eventually.
Yeah.
I
mean, one of the things that probably the biggest factor that I'm going to consider in ranking these is titles won while they were in the faction. And this faction, I don't think won any.
I don't think so either. Not even a tag belt.
They weren't really ever taken seriously.
They had fond memories of the group, though. They enjoyed it, the 3 of them, for what it was. Which, because I've heard lots of interviews where they talk about it and how fondly they look back on it.
Right.
I don't necessarily think the rest of us do. I think they just kind of, it was almost like a New Day situation where the 3 of them had nothing to do. They weren't doing anything, and they just kind of wanted to just screw around and have fun because nothing else was happening with their careers anyway, right?
Yeah.
So because they made the best of a bad situation, I don't think I can put them in trash. But I don't think so. They got to be in bad, though, right?
Yeah, I definitely put them in bad.
Okay. 3MB goes in the trash. All right, next up is The Authority. The Authority, which was kind of a weird amalgamation of wrestlers and non-wrestlers. So it had Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Seth Rollins, and his like two goons. What was it, Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble?
M&M Security.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Eminem Security, and then I think Kane was in there,
Same. Yeah.
and Big Show, I think at one point for a brief time.
Yeah. J&J Security.
J and J, yeah, that's right, J and J Security. Um, I think,
But the only full-time wrestlers in there were Kane and Seth, though, right?
um, and Big Show, I guess. But see, it's really weird because they also kind of like brought in random wrestlers from time to time who just kind of acted up, for the Authority as well. So that's why I decided to include it. But I mean, I think we can both. I mean, I would say it sucked. I hated it. It was so annoying. Um, that being said, they did make you hate him, and it did build Seth
They did.
Rollins into a WWE champion. Um,
Daniel Bryan going against the Authority.
yeah, Danny Bryan going against the Authority was a big thing, and Ronda Rousey also went up against the Authority technically because there was that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon match with Kurt Angle in her debut. But I
They didn't
don't.
win too many titles during it. Well, Seth,
Seth won the WWE Championship while he was in there. Yeah,
and
and
that's
I'm.
pretty much why he or how where he went after he split up from the Shield.
Mhm. So,
I put it in good. I'd say good.
whoa, wow, okay. I was
What
say
you think mid?
I was thinking mid. It just wasn't entertaining. It was annoying, but you do bring up some things that I didn't think about, like Daniel Bryan. But man, one of the worst endings in Royal Rumble history involved the Authority, with Roman Reigns winning and the last three being Roman Reigns and Kane and Big Show. Like that was one of the worst moments in WWE history.
Yeah.
That's got to bring it down a little bit. Um, yeah, I don't know. I could go low good, but I would still vouch for mid though. I don't know why my eyes are bothering me, but I could go low good if you think it deserves to be up there.
Let's put it in low good for now.
Okay.
Well, the only one in good for now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. The next step is the bloodline, the OG bloodline. So we've got Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa, and of course Paul Heyman. And you could probably throw Sami Zayn in there as well because he was involved for a long time
No,
too.
no.
um, I mean, I don't know how you can't put this in GOAT.
Okay.
They were dominant for 5 years, and some of the greatest storylines to come out of pro wrestling involved the bloodline. Now, I'm not including the MFTs in this. And actually, I don't have the MFTs actually in the list either, but I think
Wow.
I
How
think
dare
it's
you?
so I didn't include Dark State either, and I it's for the same reason, and that's that they're still
How dare you?
doing their thing. We don't really know if it's going to get better or not. So,
You're a hater.
I mean, I love Solo, and I love
You're a hater.
Tama Tonga. The rest of it, not so much. I'm drinking the haterade.
You are.
Uh,
But yeah, go.
but Bloodline's
There's
got
no
to
way
be
you
go.
can.
Yeah, if I can actually get it to. There we go. Bloodline. All right. On the opposite side of the spectrum, next up is the Blue World Order, which was Steven Richards or Stevie Richards, Blue Meanie, and who's the other guy?
Nova.
Nova. Yeah.
Nova.
I mean, they were the 3MB of ECW.
ECW. Wasn't Al Snow in there too for a while?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like a
No, he
temporary
he was in
member, I
the
think.
Job Squad.
Oh, the Chop Squad. Yeah, that's another one we don't have on the list. Yeah.
Right.
Remember Head Cheese?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was
Um.
good stuff, wasn't it?
Oh, it was great. It was something. It was stuff. Um.
Uh,
I mean, I would put it's got to be near 3MB. None of
below 3
them
and B.
below 3MB. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both groups didn't win titles because of it. Didn't they were just an act. So I can't really.
And they didn't do a lot of wrestling. They were just
A comedy act.
comedy, yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. 3MB at least did wrestle a lot. That's true. All right. The next group is the Brawling Brutes, which was Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, aka Pete
You,
Dunne.
but nope, Butch.
Butch. Um, they started really stale, but by the end of their run, they were pretty popular. I would say. I think they kind of got cut just when they were reaching that sort of
They were about to turn the corner and
yeah, kind of,
get over.
which really is kind of disappointing. And then Sheamus, we all thought was going to go on this like huge intercontinental run, and then he didn't do anything either,
And still isn't.
and still isn't doing anything. It's
He
bizarre.
just puts on great freaking matches every time he goes out.
Yeah, that's who should
With
be in
no
main
filler.
events, not shelved. It's just insane.
That's who should beat Dominic.
Sheamus, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I like that. Maybe that is the plan. Right, WrestleMania.
Yeah, I hope so.
That would be a good call. But yeah, the Brawling Brutes. I would say they were better than 3MB.
Yeah.
They didn't really win any titles. I don't think.
No.
So they can't be that much higher. So maybe mid.
Mid. Yeah.
Mid. Yeah. They could have
Not
been
as good
so
as the
much
Authority.
better. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Authority had more impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree there. All right. Next up is the Brood, which is Gangrel, Edge, and Christian.
That iteration.
That iteration, yeah,
So I know Gangrel
not, not the
was with
new
the
Brood.
Hardys for a little bit too.
Yeah, that's the new Brood. Yeah, it did not include the new Brood. Um,
Not to be mistaken with the new breed.
no, not definitely not. Although neither were that great. Let's be real. But the Brood was great. I don't know if that means they go in the great column, but it catapulted Edge and Christian um, to the point where they could become their own thing and reek of awesomeness. Gangrel was
Yes, that
underrated.
short.
Yeah, it wasn't a long run. The Brood did not last very long. It was like maybe a year.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then Gangrel kind of like stayed on his own for a while and did the new Brood and then fizzled out. I would say, it's got to go in good. I think, but does it go above or below the Authority?
They didn't win titles. Or did Edge win didn't he win the European title
Yeah,
with
yeah, I think
in
so.
the group?
Yeah, yeah, they didn't win the tag titles until they broke away from the Brood. But
Hmm.
I would say good. I just don't know. I mean,
I'd say good.
you say good, but is it above
Yeah.
the Authority? I mean, I guess it can't be above the Authority because Seth Rollins won the WWE Championship, not the European, which doesn't exist. But I don't know.
Say over.
Yeah,
Above.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't argue that
Because it was still the introduction
to those characters.
of Edge and Christian. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big moment, and that song.
Yeah.
I could listen to that
That's cool.
song all day long. It's so good.
The entrance.
Yeah. Who's this next one? Oh,
Yeah,
Chase
one thing to judge them on also is entrance
music.
themes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
3MB's was
yeah.
garbage. Brawling Brutes was just Sheamus's theme for some reason. But yeah, Gangrel. I mean, that
Yeah,
technically it was Gangrel's theme, not the Brood's. I think so. But it was really good. All right, next up is Chase University, and I kind of have to leave this one to you because I never saw them. They were before my NXT time, or I guess I should say between my NXT time because I
they're fun. It was Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, Thea Hale, and then they started bringing some in and some out. Um, it was very entertaining, very fun.
did any of them
They
win
had some cool little
titles.
vignettes. Um, it was very fun. It was very entertaining.
And I don't know any. Well, Thea Hale seems to be the only one that's still active.
Yeah, I mean Andre Chase is still there, but he's not exactly. Yeah, he's on Evolve. He's been
Oof.
on Evolve. Uh, I had cool little vignettes inside the quote classroom.
Mm.
Uh, one of the segments, one of the quotes I remember, someone named Dave was questioning Andre Chase, the head of it, and he's like, oh, you don't know anything about this. Who did you ever beat, Dave, or something like that?
Were they
Like a
referring to Meltzer?
yeah, yeah, nice little jab at Meltzer.
That's awesome. I'm so
Um,
glad they let them do that.
yeah, and a lot of his like rants when he's standing up the podium lecturing is he bleeped out by F. You know, he's saying fuck something, and they bleep it and
That's
like
interesting.
shut the up. Yeah,
Interesting.
so it was entertaining. I like it better than 3 and B.
Okay.
Uh,
But does that mean it's bad, or were you thinking like low mid?
Low mid,
Low mid. Okay.
just because their matches weren't as good.
Okay. Next up is the core, which was like the half of Nexus went one way. Uh, went to SmackDown, I think, and then the other half stayed on Raw as the new
Oh, give me one.
Nexus. So the core was Wade Barrett, Ezekiel Jackson, Heath Slater, and Justin Gabriel.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
which none of them ended up winning a title while they were around. I think maybe they won a tag title, maybe. But the idea of the group failed because the idea of the group was that there was no leader and that they were all equals. And
Yes.
that doesn't really work in wrestling, all for one. There's got to be some sort of like captain of the ship.
Oh, the team of Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel won the tag champions twice,
Okay.
and Barrett held the IC title once during the core's existence.
Yeah, he was Intercontinental Champion a bunch of times, wasn't he? But only
I
once
think like
during
five
his
or six
core.
times I heard them mention it on Saturday Night's Main Event last week.
He had a good run when he was doing like the red elbow pad, the bullhammer elbow, and the bad news Barrett gimmick and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
that was after the core, obviously. Um, the core was boring though. So as much as they won some titles, they're so forgettable. It's so boring.
I mean, the only one with really any kind of personality was Wade Barrett himself.
I liked Ezekiel, but he wasn't as good in the ring, unfortunately. But you're right. Yeah, the only one that really it didn't, and the unfortunate thing is that none of them went on to do anything of any significance besides Wade, and now he's a
Well,
commentator. So
I mean, didn't Heath Ledger? Heath Ledger.
Heath
No, he's
Ledger,
dead. Ledger's not.
wow,
Yeah.
the
I
Dark
mean,
Knight.
I mean, Heath Slater had kids. He ended up having kids.
He did end up having kids.
And I think his kids were more over than he was in
I
WWE.
I think so too. I got kids. Yeah, I can't. I
But apparently Brock Lesnar doesn't give a shit about his kids.
Nope, doesn't give a shit. Um,
They won titles.
I did, but I just don't care about them. I would put them in the
Music?
middle.
Was the music good? Was
Oh,
the theme song good?
it was divisive. I hated it personally. Um, it was like I had enough. It
Was that
was
during the CFO days?
uh
Or was that
yeah, I think it was
yeah.
CFO. Yeah, I would put it in the middle of mid. That's where I would put them.
Alright.
Yeah, they won
I like
titles, but does anyone give a shit? Really?
I like
Okay. All right. Next up
no,
is
Sim gives a
our
shit.
what's that?
Sim gives a shit.
Sim like the core.
Yes.
Uh, they were polarizing. I think some liked them, but I just yeah. So the next one is one of our very few women's stables, which really didn't start until like the last 5 years. Really, like there really wasn't like a stable from before 5 years ago, unless you count like Team Bad, or I don't know.
Whatever they were called right at the beginning of the women's evolution.
Yeah. Like there's just those like, let's just throw a bunch of women together and call them a name, and they don't really do anything. Um, So the first one, the first women's faction we have is Damage Control, which was Bailey, Asuka, Kyrie, and Io. Oh, and Dakota Kai.
Now you didn't have to mention her because she would only just bring it down.
And yeah, and get injured. Sorry to say.
Yeah.
Um, I would say though that they're probably the best women's faction of all time. Which I know that's not saying a huge, it's not saying much when there's not much competition, but I would say they were the best. Um, They won the tag titles a few times. I don't think any of them won the women's title during that run, though. Did Bailey win the women's championship during that run? She must have. No, she didn't wrestle for a long
I
time. She was
think so.
kind of like managerial for a while. Yeah, I don't think anyone won the tag titles during that time. Io didn't win the title until after she broke up with them. Well, they didn't really break up. They just kind of fizzled out, which is something we should take into account too. They didn't have like this catastrophic meltdown. They just kind of quietly were phased out.
They began to break up in February 2024 when the Kabuki Warriors turned on Bailey.
Yeah. And then Dakota was
Officially
kind of the
disbanded in
leader.
2025.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would. I would put them at the top of good. I think. I don't think you could consider them great because there was just some. They didn't really have any super memorable stories. You know.
Kabuki Warriors defeated Chance and Carter to win the tag championships. The following night at the Rumble, Bailey won the Rumble match. Uh, but then, like a week later, Asuka and Zayn turned on Bailey and expelled her from the group.
Right.
Um,
So the tag titles were the only ones, really.
yeah,
No women's championships, and there was no mid card titles back then. So yeah, I'd say top of good. You know, if we're taking them into account as a women's faction versus the other women's factions. I can't see it being any higher than that though.
Kai and Sky had the tag titles and lost to Alexa Bliss and Asuka.
Alexa Bliss and Asuka. That's a weird tag
Yeah, yeah, I'd say top of good.
top of good.
Yeah.
All right, the next up is the D'Angelo family, which is this is another one you're gonna have to kind of take the reins on. Know a little bit about them. You had Tony D'Angelo as the leader. You had Stax, And then you had that guy that I can't remember
Um,
his name.
well, you had Two Dimes, who was in the original group, but
Two dimes.
he got fired. Yeah, Two Dimes.
That Enzo Enzo Amore. If I had
No,
two dimes for every time.
I think that was his name, wasn't it, Sim?
Two dimes.
Two Dimes. Yeah.
He must have been gone by
He
the time.
yeah, oh yeah, he got fired. Wellness policy, I think.
Ooh,
But he's in AEW now. He's in the frat house. Cole
oh,
Carter. That's who he is.
interesting. Okay,
So you had him, the original group, Adriano Rizzo
Rizzo. Yeah,
and Luca Crucifino.
right. That was the one I was trying to remember. Luca Crucifino. Yeah,
Yeah, the lawyer.
yeah. So
Um,
from what I know, I like Tony. I love the vignettes that they did.
oh
The
yeah.
stories were
I mean,
pretty decent.
yeah, he had they had the feud, the family against Pablo Escobar.
Pablo
I'm sorry, Santos Escobar
Santos
and his group.
Escobar.
Yeah, when Santos was with Electra Lopez.
Mm. Tony never won the
Uh,
title though, right?
Tony one never won
The NXT championship.
the NXT championship. He won the North American title.
North
He
American.
won the Heritage Cup.
Hmm.
Um, I think he won the North American a couple times.
Okay.
He might have won the tag title. Let's see. Yeah, that was Legado del Fantasma. Championships. Yep. Two-time NXT champion, tag team champion, one-time Heritage Cup, one-time North American.
Okay. So pretty decent.
Pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were always in important storylines on NXT.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, I'm kind of biased a little bit. I'd rank them pretty high. Um, top of good.
Wow. You think the D'Angelo family is better than the Brood? Okay.
The group itself and what the group accomplished, yes.
Okay.
What came out of the group afterwards between Edge and Christian, yes, the Brood. But what the group actually accomplished, the stories they told,
Okay. I
Tony,
can't
hopefully,
yeah, I can't override you here because I don't have enough experience with them. I kind of saw the last remnants of the D'Angelo family. I didn't really see the prime of it
yeah,
all.
I think you started watching I think we started doing the PLEs after they'd split up. After
Uh, there was a feud
Tony and Stack
going.
split.
There was a feud between Tony and Stax going on when I started
Yeah,
watching. Yeah, and then
yeah,
Crucifino made a big return and stuff like that, which didn't go
yeah,
anywhere.
right.
Um, okay,
And Tony's been off TV since.
yeah, we don't know what he's doing.
But yeah, I'd say uh, above the Brood, but below Damage
Damage
Control.
control. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is ECW's The Dangerous Alliance, which was made up of Paul Heyman, Stunning Steve Austin.
That's
Um,
WCW, not
oh,
ECW.
it's WCW.
Yeah, yeah.
Who else was in there? Scott Hall in there?
No,
No.
Arn Anderson was in there.
Arn Anderson.
Bobby
Yeah.
Eaton, Medusa.
Um, right. I don't have enough knowledge about the Dangerous Alliance to make any sort of assertion as to where they should go on this list. I didn't really watch WCW, especially back then. I hadn't even started watching wrestling when the Dangerous Alliance was doing their thing. So I don't. Do you have enough knowledge on these guys to make a judgment call?
I mean, it was. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
It was mainly a lot of, people that were in tag teams before, in tag teams or groups before. Probably, I mean, obviously, the biggest one to come out of it was Steve Austin. It
Yeah.
was a young Steve Austin when he was in the group, but they had Arn Anderson, who was in the Four Horsemen, of course, Bobby Eaton, who was in the Midnight Express, Michael Hayes, who was in the Freebirds, Rick Rude,
Wow.
who was a singles wrestler, Medusa, who was the valet female, Larry Zbyszko, who had a long history before that. Um, they did more before they got together,
And after
but
they
the
split
names,
up,
yeah, well, one
one
mainly.
Stone Cold. Yeah.
Um, and I think even after that, S- Steve Austin was with Brian Pillman as in the Hollywood Blondes. After
Right.
that,
Wow. Okay. So this is a lot earlier than I
um,
thought. Okay.
yeah, this was like 91, like 1991.
Okay.
Um, still, maybe below the Brood. I think they were good.
Okay.
Uh, they had some stories during. Um,
I always assumed that they were overrated in the wrestling community because WWE really doesn't ever cover them. They've mentioned here and there the Dangerous Alliance, but like there's no documentaries that I'm aware of. There's no like it's not spoken of, you know, like a lot of the
uh,
other big stables are. But
Anderson and Eaton won the tag team titles. And actually, Austin won the TV championship for the first time
mm,
while he was in it.
okay,
Um, they kind of uh, broke up after that. There were
okay,
different incarnations both before and after.
okay. So above the
Um,
Authority, but below the Brood is where you're thinking.
uh, I'd say probably. Let me read up again.
It's Trixie. Again, I don't know enough about them. I know who they are, but I don't necessarily know what they did or how impactful they were.
Notable feuds with Sting, Ricky Steamboat, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, and Nikita Koloff. They had a War Games. Oh yeah, that's who
Oh,
they went up against in War Games.
mm,
Um,
didn't realize War Games went back that far. Wow,
oh, War Games went back to like 87, 88. Yeah,
wow, yeah, I didn't know that. Wow,
yeah. Nah, these guys are legit. Great.
really?
Yeah.
That's shifted. Damn.
Yep. They're
Uh,
great.
all right. Why we have our first great. Next up is the Dudley family, which is Baba Ray Dudley or Bully Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, Spike Dudley, Big Dick Dudley, and there was one other one that I can never remember.
Oh, there's two more.
Oh,
Sign Guy Dudley
Sign Guy Dudley.
dances with Dudley,
Wow. Okay.
because his dad, or because their dad went on the Indian reservation and mated with a Native American, and that was Dances with Dudley.
Wow. That's some hardcore 80s, 90s way storytelling right there. Obviously, the biggest thing to come out of the Dudley family was Bubba and Devon, and Spike. Spike definitely did some good stuff in WWE afterwards.
Yeah.
Um, and if the Dudley family never happened, then we wouldn't have got all that. So that's kind of a big deal. But the Dudley family themselves, you know, pretty gimmicky, pretty lowbrow. I don't know.
Uh,
Top of mid or bottom of good?
Top of mid.
Top of
Sure.
mid. Well, I think we have a goat coming. Next up is D-Generation X.
Which
The originals group. So,
the original?
well, I mean, there really only was one version of it. I'm not talking about the new DX, which was just Triple H and Shawn Michaels, because that's not a stable at that point.
Oh, the original was Triple H, Shawn, Rick Rude, and China.
Yeah, I definitely would consider, Prime DX. HBK, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, X Pac, and Billy Gunn, and China.
No, Shawn Michaels.
He left
Uh,
before they all came in, right? No, 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 no. Did they?
no, Shawn Michaels left, lost at WrestleMania, left, and after that was when it's
Triple H
Billy Gunn
created
and
the right.
the new one with Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X Pac
Well,
in China.
I think we have to consider that the DX that we have to include here because nobody remembers HBK, Triple H, Rick Rude, and China as DX. Everyone remembers Triple H, X
I remember
Pac.
both.
Well, but like if you were to pick the best version of DX, it's got to be them, right? And yeah, it's got to be them. I can't picture Rick Rude going, "Suck it." Just doesn't seem like something he would do.
Mm.
But I mean, it's got to be a goat either way. Whether you put in, you know, which you can't really put the original DX in because, like, really, it was only Triple H and
Shawn.
Shawn. Really, I mean, if you're gonna break it down. Da-da-da-da. So the only version of DX that was a stable, I think, was that version. The the four guys and the girl, and it's got to be a goat, right? They were amazing.
Oh, you said amazing.
Okay. Well, maybe amazing then. But no, it's got to be a
No,
goat.
putting
Yeah,
goat.
yeah
Bottom
it's
of goat.
bottom of goat. Yeah, they're definitely not as good as the Bloodline. Sorry. Even though I have all the nostalgia in the world for DX, Bloodline is just I don't know. I don't know if anyone's gonna beat them. Who's next here? La Familia is next. Do you know who that is?
Wasn't that Edge, Chavo, Vicky?
Yeah, Edge, Chavo, Vicky, and the Edgeheads, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, and technically Teddy Long, I guess, because he was kind of like in servitude to them.
Holla holla.
Holla holla.
So basically just Edge.
Yeah, I mean nothing came out of that group really. It was just a way to make Edge look good, which it was a way to make Edge a good heel at the time. Which he really didn't need. I always felt when I was watching that, I was always kind of just like, is this necessary? Edge doesn't really need this, you know. Every time I watch WrestleMania, what is it, 24, where he main evented with Taker. Every time I watch that, as I'm anticipating the match, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see Edge's intro. And then out comes Vicky Guerrero and Teddy Long with him, and I'm like, oh yeah, there was that thing. That didn't really need
I
to
think
happen.
bad.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought it wasn't needed, and it didn't elevate anybody. It was just there.
Let's just to get heel heat on Edge.
Yeah, that's a lot of people to devote to one person's heel heat. So
Yeah.
I would agree. Maybe top of bad, I guess. No, gotta be. Is this trash? Is this La Familia
Yeah.
trash? It didn't elevate anybody.
Yeah, trash.
It's going in the trash. La Familia, your first trash. Damn. Didn't think it was going to go that hard, but it did. Now, from one Triple H stable to another, Evolution. Got to be another goat, right? It
I don't know. I think we're being threatened.
by who? Sim.
Oh yeah.
Goat beating Bloodline. Um, I mean, he does have an argument here because Evolution.
1,316 days.
True. Yeah.
Record-setting tag team champions.
Ooh, true. Yeah, I can't put that above. I mean, it created Batista and Randy Orton, two legends, and they had an amazing theme song, and they were just kind of epic in general. I do think they're better than DX,
Yes.
but yeah, I don't think they beat the Bloodline.
Oh, do they beat DX though?
I think so. It created two stars, two main event
DX
champions.
DX
DX,
created the Attitude Era.
that version of DX,
No.
no, it kept it running, but it didn't elevate anyone else to a championship level except for Triple H. Whereas Evolution did two people. Evolution to me is the perfect design for a stable. It's designed to have two people that are elevating two other people. And then at the end of it, you have two new stars. Like that is how every stable should be designed. It's the blueprint, you know. So I do think it's better than DX for that reason. But yeah, I can't put it above the Bloodline.
Okay, you made a convincing argument. That's also why I say the original DX was better than the second DX.
I still don't think they would be better than Evolution though. From my
Okay.
from my take. But
No, probably not.
next is our second female stable, which is, I believe, Fatal Influence. It's JC Jane and the other two.
Uh, Gigi Dolan.
Gigi
No,
Dolan.
she was in the other one.
Yeah, yeah. I think we always get those confused.
Fallon Henley and the one that got released, Jasmine Nix.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's still ongoing. I almost didn't include this one because it's not. We don't know if it's finished. Have they showed up on NXT? Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
since she lost her title.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd still put him in mid. Hold on.
He's very coffee today. He's very coffee.
Think I'm getting what the girl has.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're good.
There, here I'm back.
You're good.
Um,
Mid A. I can't put them. They got. I mean, they're higher than Chase U.
yes. They hard in the core?
They did create an
No.
NXT champion.
One that I had no real interest in before.
Core didn't do that, and the Brawling Brutes certainly didn't do that. I don't think the Dudleys really did that either. I would say top of mid.
Top of mid. All right.
Okay. Next is the FBI, which was
So yeah, Little Guido,
Little Guido,
Big Guido,
Big Guido, Tony Mamaluke.
Tracy Smothers.
Was Tony Mamaluke Big Guido?
Uh,
I don't remember.
ooh, I don't know if I want to
Was
put
was Chuck
FBI into a search engine.
was Chuck Palumbo in that group?
He was in yeah, he was eventually in the WWE,
version.
WWF.
Hmm.
Now we doing the ECW,
Yeah,
the original ECW. All
yeah.
right.
That's the prime version, I would say. Although they were kind of entertaining in WWE, I'm not gonna lie. What was Little Guido's name in WWE?
Nunzio.
Nunzio, right? Yeah, he was underrated. He was good in the ring.
Oh yeah, he's a like a shoot grappler.
Mm.
Tracy Smothers, Tommy Rich, um, Guido, little Guido.
Yeah, I would say from an entertainment standpoint they were good, but from a elevation standpoint, none of them really went anywhere. Nunzio was really the only one that ever ended up going anywhere to the cruiserweight division championship. Um, but they really didn't do anything else. I'd
Yeah,
say I was gonna put them right below the core, but I don't have enough experience with Chase U. So do you think they're, you know,
they're bad. Nah, Chase U. I like Chase U better.
okay? So top of bad
Yeah, yeah, top of bad.
because I found them more entertaining than 3MB and Blue World Order.
Yeah,
Oof. Well, I don't know. This one's gonna be rough. Four Horsemen. The correct Four Horsemen, which was five guys technically.
Blair, Arn Tully, and Barry
Yeah, and there was that other
with
guy,
JJ
JJ.
Dillon.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be a goat. I assume. I was not around at that time to really experience what the fervor of it was and everything, but I assume it's got to be like bottom of goat or maybe amazing. I don't know.
Amazing. I say amazing.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it elevated Ric Flair. Obviously, it made him even bigger than he already was, but it didn't really do anything for the others.
I mean, Arn Tully, the obviously the inspiration for FTR,
Yeah.
pretty much. Arn Tully came into WWF as the Brain Busters. Um, instant credibility with them.
It's true.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay. Okay.
Depending on how many we have and amazing, we could possibly move it to a goat. But
Yeah, we can always shift things around.
I mean, we certainly can't be goat heavy and not have many
Goat,
amazing.
goat heavy.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Gallus. NXT UK's three-man group, led by Joe Coffey.
And decaf coffee.
Decaf Coffee. I really
Yeah, the
liked.
other coffee.
I really liked Gallus. I really liked Joe Coffey. I was always really annoyed that they didn't take that tag team when NXT UK went down and put them in NXT. They showed up like once or twice in
Yeah.
NXT and they just didn't do anything with them. And I think they've been released now. I think.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah. I
I
don't know
mean,
what.
they were kind of on it for a long time.
Hmm. Yeah, man. They
They had a rivalry with
dominated.
Briggs and Jensen.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
they dominated NXT UK. I mean, Joe Coffey even went for the UK title.
you know,
He didn't win it, but he put on a great match with Pete Dunne at one of their takeovers. But I always
he's
felt like they were
pretty.
just they were a lot of potential that was never capitalized on. It's kind of how I felt about them.
Yeah, they did,
So
and they helped train The Rock for his match with Seth and Cody
mhm,
at
they did.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. You're fired. I
And they were supposed. rumor was they were supposed to be in a group with Drew on the
That would have been
Raw.
amazing. Oh, that would have
That
been
would have been
so
really
good.
cool.
That would have been better than anything
Uh,
Drew's doing right now. I would put them. Man, I. They're probably right next to the Brawling Brutes. I just don't. They're like equal to the Brawling Brutes because it didn't elevate anybody, but they were cool. They could have gotten over. They just weren't given enough time, TV time,
and I'd say right below.
right below the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Next one's the Hart Foundation, which was Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Brian Pillman,
Davey Boy.
Jim Neidhart, and who?
Davey Boy Smith.
Oh, and Davey Boy Smith. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a lot of good wrestlers right there.
Top of great. Top of great. They had a really big feud with Steve Austin. And what was that? In Your House, Calgary, In Your House Stampede, or something like that.
Mm. A little bit before my time, but I fully recognize how great they were.
Yeah.
So
In Your
yeah,
House Canadian Stampede.
Canadian Stampede. That was in Calgary for sure.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Against Steve Austin, Ken Shamrock, Goldust, and the Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom. All right, top of great.
That was when yeah, oh yeah, top of great.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Oh god. Oh god. Hit row.
Ooh.
Gotta be trash, right? Elevated nobody. Who was in that group? Top Flop Dollar.
Shantae the Adonis,
Shantae Theodonis,
BFAB.
BFAB, and there was someone else.
Isaiah Scott.
Is that Swerve Strickland?
That is Swerve Strickland.
Ooh. But we have to take into account what the group did for him, which is nothing.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. Yeah. I would say they go like below La Familia. Well,
yep, Isaiah Swerve Scott.
To be fair, Flop Dollar is now in TNA doing things. Swerve Strickland's doing things. BFAB's still in WWE, which always blows my mind. So maybe of La Familia in trash, I guess. At least it led to them doing things at some point.
Who did they feud with?
No idea. They were mostly on NXT, and then they came to SmackDown, and very quickly, one by one, they were let go. Swerve was first, then Flop Dollar, then the Adonis was gone.
Yeah, like,
And they had a
no real feud.
terrible, yeah, no notable feuds, and they had a terrible theme song, which I know isn't their fault, but it was terrible. Hit row.
Yeah, no. Yeah, top of trash.
Top trash. All right.
I don't know. I'd say bottom of trash, actually.
Well, okay.
Because La Familia still had edge for entertainment value.
That's true. And Vicky was entertaining.
And Vicky.
That's true. All right. Next up is the Hurt Business, which was, of course, four guys. It's basically the Hurt Syndicate plus Cedric Alexander, basically. But they were never obviously used to their fullest potential either.
But they did kind of
They did do stuff.
Carry. They did kind of carry the Thunderdome era.
Yeah, and Bobby Lashley did win the championship in that group, and the other two won the tag titles. So, and they were really entertaining. They were a really good group. They just got cut way too short, way too quickly. So they did. I think they elevated two. They elevated 3 people. That's pretty good. Um, I hate to say it, but I would go top of good.
Okay.
Remember, this is not Hurt Syndicate. If this was Hurt Syndicate, they'd go in trash immediately because they suck. But the Hurt Business was for when they were doing stuff. You know,
Bottom, great.
bottom of great.
I would say bottom of great. Did you eat all those Oreos? Okay.
Wow, I did not expect you to go higher than me. I'm okay with that.
I was originally thinking amazing, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about
'Cause
this.
they were MVPs of the Thunderdome. They were
They were. Absolutely.
before the Bloodline, before Roman came back.
Dude, I remember when WrestleMania was it 2021 when they first came back to people for the first time and the crowd was like that weird like
And Bobby
sparse
beat Drew.
crowd. Yeah, and Bobby beat Drew. That was shocking and huge and an awesome moment. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Hilarious though that years
Yeah.
later we're like Drew never wins, but you know, it's yeah, dude. I think hmm. Let's go top of great.
Okay.
I could do that. I could go top of great. Maybe in amazing. We'll see how many amazings there are. That might go to the bottom of amazing. We'll see. All right, next up is Imperium.
Are we doing just the 3?
Yeah.
Or are we including Alexander Wolf in it?
We can include Alexander Wolf. The group didn't really change from like a primal aspect. They were basically the same the whole time. They just, you know, they just didn't have Alexander Wolf after a certain period of time. So, obviously, the group elevated Gunther / Walter. It elevated Ludwig, unfortunately, only to be put under a mask. And then the other guy got.
What do you mean? Under a mask.
What do I mean?
I'm asking you, what do you mean?
I don't know. I'll
We
tell.
haven't seen him for a while, Ludwig.
It's true.
I think he might be hurt.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Chad Gable. And then
Yeah,
Gino
rip Chad Gable.
was his name Gino?
Gino, come on.
Gino was let go for
Not Gino.
oh
Giovanni.
Giovanni Vinci. That's right, Giovanni Vinci. He was let go
Pop
for
quiz, hotshot. What were their names before
oh I have no idea.
Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci?
Couldn't tell you.
Wow. Okay.
Couldn't tell you. What were their names?
Fabian Eichner and
Oh, he doesn't know the other one.
I just had it in my head. It was oh
Oh
I'm
no.
looking it up now. I just had it in my head.
Gotcha. You have a cold. It's okay. You have an excuse.
Oh, yep, Marcel Bartel.
I like Ludwig Kaiser as a better name.
Yeah.
For sure. And then Alexander Wolf, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he was let go, but Giovanni was let go under some suspicious circumstances. For sure.
Yeah. And they're not together anymore, apparently.
No.
Ludwig and Tiffany.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that.
I mean, that always happens.
Yeah. Imperium's good. I like them. They're entertaining. I just wish Ludwig would have gotten more of a rub from the whole deal.
Yeah, I wish he would have stood out and elevated him more.
And the group didn't really ever implode either. You know, like Alexander Wolf was let go, then Giovanni Vinci was sent to SmackDown for some reason to do a model
Yeah.
thing. He lost and then got fired, and then it was just Ludwig and
Gunther.
Gunther, and then Ludwig just kind of drifted off on his own, and they didn't really ever have like a reason for that.
And he's
So
disappeared
yeah, and
last
now
4
he's
months or so.
disappeared. It's true. So that kind of sucks. Um,
They did have a, War Games match, though, against
oh yeah,
Undisputed Era.
oh they're great, man. They were great in the ring. Um, just wish they had like a better ending and a better elevation profile. You know, maybe I'm thinking in good somewhere, but I don't know where. It did elevate. I feel so. We could say that Imperium elevated Gunther to the title, but I think Gunther was destined for that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like he would have got there anyway. So like I think I would put him put Imperium just above the Authority.
that works for me.
Okay. All right. Next up is JBL's Cabinet, which was JBL, Orlando Jordan. Uh, what were those two goons? Who were the goons? The two goons, the tag team. Was it Domino and no?
Deuce Domino?
Was it no? It wasn't Deuce and Domino, was it? No. It was the two bald guys, Basham Brothers.
Oh, yeah, the Basham Brothers.
And then there was a girl in the group,
Jillian Hall.
Jillian Hall. No, there was someone else too, because Jillian Hall was kicked out at one point, and someone else came in too. I don't know. I can't remember who it was though. She was a dark-haired girl,
Amy Weber.
Amy Weber. That's it. Yeah. So out of all those people, again, the only one that it elevated was JBL. So it's almost like exactly the same as La Familia, where
But what could you really do with Doug and Danny Basham and Jillian Hall, who just wasn't a wrestler?
yeah, and Orlando Jordan, I don't know.
Was just kind of different.
I would put them above La Familia in trash for one reason, and that is
Okay.
that you had in La Familia you had Chavo Guerrero, Zack Ryder, and Kurt Hawkins, three great wrestlers, and you did nothing with them. I think JBL's Cabinet gets a little bit of a pass because they had people that it was like, meh, yeah.
Uh, U.S. Championship for Orlando Jordan and Tag Team Championships for the Basham Brothers.
Yeah. So they should go right above La Familia. Unless you have a different thought. Where were you thinking?
Put the BWO down to trash,
Okay.
and then put the Cabinet in bad.
That.
Yeah.
All right. I'm okay with it. Next is the Jersey Triad.
I mean,
Oh,
the La Familia really didn't get a lot of heat on Edge. It was more about the heat on Vicky.
yeah.
They got the heat for JBL.
Yeah, that's true.
It just made you hate JBL even more.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah. Next up is the Jersey Triad, which is Diamond Dallas Page, Chris Canyon, and guy that starts with a B.
Come on.
Bam Bam
All
Bigelow.
three names start with a B. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another one that didn't elevate any of them. I mean, you could say maybe it it elevated DDP a little bit, maybe, but I don't think it really did anything of note.
It was hard seeing DDP in this because he was always a babyface,
Mm,
and this kind of made him heels. They weren't. I don't think they were a heel team, or I don't think they were a babyface group.
no, no,
Their main feud was with Raven and his group.
yeah,
Um,
nothing of substance there. I don't think.
yeah, not a whole. They had the tag team titles and the Freebird rule where any two of them could defend it.
Yeah, I would put them at the bottom of bad or the top of trash.
Yeah, bottom of bad.
Judgment Day. So this was obviously Prime Judgment Day, which was Damian
Edge.
Priest. No, that wasn't Prime.
What?
Edge's Judgment Day lasted about 3 weeks. Prime Judgment
Wow.
Day to me is Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, Damian Priest, and JD McDonough. That's to me Prime Judgment Day. Once Rhea and Damian left, that's when it kind of fell apart.
You mean once Cody got hurt and Edge had to turn babyface because they needed a babyface?
Yeah, they couldn't think of anything better than that. Apparently, let's ruin a sick gimmick that we have, and
Although it did result in a pretty great Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Finn Balor.
Are you being facetious?
No,
You liked that match?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked that match.
Wasn't that the one where they stopped it 18 times because Finn Balor was bleeding?
Well, they stopped at one time for about 18 minutes. Not that long, of course, but yeah, that's the one that they did stop.
That's funny. Yeah, I really like this version of Judgment Day, especially when they were like firing on all cylinders, where Dom was really coming into his own. Rhea was just absorbing
Rhea was
everything.
still getting some heat. She was getting some booze.
Yeah, some booze, but she was already breaking through to the mainstream babyface role. Damian was starting to at that time. I just think they were great at that time. They were just,
I put them bottom amazing.
Wow, that high? Okay. I'm okay. I mean, I'm totally okay with that. I mean, it made Damian Priest. It made Rhea Ripley. It made Dom. It made 3 stars. It's crazy.
It kind of made Priest as much as anything else has.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, JD McDonough's kind of the only one that it didn't elevate, which still needs to happen because he's great.
Yeah.
Every time I look back at Edge's version of Judgment Day, I think, man, that could have been Evolution 2.0. He was
damn Cody for getting hurt.
Yeah. That being said, though, it did still kind of end up as an Evolution 2.0 because it ended up elevating 3 stars. That's crazy. So I agree. Bottom of amazing. Oh God. Next up is Kai and Tai, which I can only name 2 of the members. The other one's like do not know. So there was Takamichi Nuku, Funaki, and then I think Mr. Fuji was in there.
Mr. Yamaguchi-san.
Yamaguchi-san, yeah, and then there was 2 others.
Well, they had the woman, but they had the girl.
That I don't remember. The only thing I remember Kai and Tai for is
4 words. 4 words. 5 words. I choppy or pee pee.
Yes, that's exactly it. Choppy your pee pee.
No, Sim. They kidnapped Val Venus and Choppy Choppy to his pee because he wanted to get with Yamaguchi-san's daughter.
Right. Yeah. That image of them of Val Venus in the locker room tied up, just
Yeah.
naked, and the guy's got the sword. that's, that's so crazy to think that's a thing that existed in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
But that's all they're really memorable for. Can you name anything else they did? I can't.
No.
Actually, I can, but I don't know if it was after Kaintai was over and it was just Michinoku and Funaki. And that was when that Royal Rumble that they were in, that they weren't actually in and they kept running in and getting thrown out. Taka and Funaki. And then I think the last time that Taka was in there, he got thrown out and he landed on his face and got knocked out cold. And then had to be stretchered out, and then he couldn't return the third time or the fourth time.
So apparently,
Choppy.
they were a faction in Japan before they came to WWF.
I can't get that image out of my head. Choppy.
The members, while they were in WWF, was Yamaguchi-san, the old man, Taka Michinoku, Funaki, Dick Togo.
That's ironic.
And Terry Boy.
Whew.
Yes. And then after a while, it was just Funaki and Taka.
I mean, this has to go at the bottom of trash, right? It elevated nobody. It was racist garbage. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. I mean, yeah, it did give us the choppy your pee pee moment. Which
and
is
it brought in
hilarious.
John Wayne Bobbitt. So no, it's better than Hit Row.
Okay, so above Hit Row.
It's above Hit Row.
That's true. We have that memory now. Hit Row didn't give us anything except for flop dollar going over the top rope. So
yeah.
All right. I can't get that image out of my head. Okay. All right. Next up is King Booker's Court, which is King Booker, Sharmell, Fit Finley, and William Regal. And I think there was someone else in that court too, but I don't remember.
Let's see. Wow, it actually does have a Wikipedia page.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was King Booker for 2
Hornswoggle.
years.
How dare you forget
Hornswoggle was in King Booker's court?
King Booker, Sharmell, Sir Finley, Sir William Regal, and Hornswoggle.
Boy. Unfortunately, it's just another group that did not facilitate any elevation of anyone else. You know, it just served to get Booker T heat.
Yeah.
But the problem is, for me, is that they used two amazing wrestlers to do it. Fit Finley.
3.
Are you talking about Hornswoggle?
Regal.
Well, yeah, that's 2. Fit Finley and Regal.
No, yeah.
And
Sharmell. Well, not. I'm sorry, Booker.
Well, yeah, Booker, but like they used Finley and Regal to get heat for Booker T, and those two guys should have been doing something way better than just getting heat for Booker T. So it didn't really accomplish anything to me. Booker was fine on his own and with Sharmell. You know, they didn't need the court. And if they were going to have a court, they should have had new wrestlers that they could bring up. I mean, think about it. It would have been such a great storyline if they had brought some newbies up. It could have been a series of like, you know, off with his head, you know, long live the king. It's like
I choppy your head.
choppy your head off. Exactly. Like someone could have risen up and tried to take over the kingdom. Like it wrote itself, but instead they're like, nah, we'll put Regal and Finley in there and waste their talent. So I don't like this one at all. I
didn't really like it at all.
I liked the gimmick. I just didn't like the group. So I think it also belongs in trash next to La Familia. Because again, it didn't do anything. It didn't elevate anybody.
Yeah, I'd say trash. It's all right.
Better or worse than La Familia? I mean, they did get heat for. Okay, maybe we put this in bad because it's again it's a series where they did get heat for Booker rather than for Charmel, or you know, Vicky.
Above the Jersey Triad.
Why you no come up here? There we go. Oof. Okay, League of Nations, which was Wade Barrett, Sheamus, Rusev, and Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, we get the second appearance by both Wade Barrett and Sheamus.
Mm. This was a group of 4 guys with nothing to do that Vince was like, "Hey, these guys could be my stooges for some storylines." And that's basically all they did.
Biggest thing I remember from them is the WrestleMania moment with
Them getting taken out by Michaels, Stone Cold, and Foley.
Mick Foley. Yeah.
Yeah, not good when your biggest moment is a nostalgia act.
Yeah, just ask Gallows and Anderson,
Yeah, we'll get to them.
the
Um,
Raw.
yeah, and not only that, but that match was Wade Barrett's farewell because he was being let go after that match. That was his last appearance on WWE television as an active wrestler, which he
Was
didn't
it?
which he didn't even wrestle in the match. He was outside.
I would go. Who's to the left of the core?
Gallus. It didn't elevate anybody. It didn't do anything. So yeah, like I
Yeah,
would.
putting between the core and Gallus.
Yeah, I was gonna say either below the core or above the core. They're kind of on par with that group, meaning that they didn't accomplish anything. Speaking of groups that didn't accomplish anything, Legacy, which was Orton, Cody, and Ted DiBiase Jr.
The original Legacy also had
Oh yeah,
Snuka's other kid.
that's right. Mano or something like that.
Yes, Manu.
Manu, yeah, yeah. The idea was good, but Cody wasn't ready, and Ted DiBiase was obviously not long for this industry. I wonder
No,
if
he
he
wasn't.
did. Do you have any idea if he got convicted of that those charges that were laid against him?
I think so.
Yeah. So he's in jail now. That's great. Yeah, he
See.
was charged with like defrauding the government or something like that,
Yeah.
taking money from some like grant or charity or something like that.
No, I'm sorry, man. The two other wrestlers, Manu and Sim Snuka, they're different. They were briefly members of the stable as well.
Oh wow, I remember Manu. I don't remember the other guy. That's funny.
Sim Snuka was Domino from Deuce and Domino.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah. I would.
Oh, I'm sorry, he was Deuce. He was Deuce.
Oh, deuces. Um, I mean, all you need to know is that this group was put to sleep at WrestleMania by Randy Orton beating both of them in a triple threat match,
Yep.
where it was designed to be a handicap match. So it didn't work. It didn't work. They gave up on it and they flushed Cody and Ted DiBiase down the toilet, basically. Um, so top of trash, bottom of
Yeah,
bad.
we'll go top of trash.
Yeah. The
He
current
has not actually had trial yet.
he has not had trial yet. Okay. Well, Good luck to him. The current LWO, which is Rey Mysterio. Well, not the current LWO because they're kind of all over the place now. But I guess what you would consider peak LWO, which was Rey Mysterio. Uh, what's her name? I can't remember her name right now.
Zelina.
Zelina Vega. Those two dudes that are now in AAA. Yeah, it was Angel Garza and someone. Umberto, yeah. And Carlito was in it at one point.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Yeah. Yeah.
Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wild. Dragon Lee was in there for a little bit.
And how many of them were elevated?
Because of that, not really.
Nobody. None of them.
See, I like the original. I like the original LWO better.
Was that WCW?
Yeah. It was Juventud. Eddie was in it. Conan was in it. Ray was in it. I like the original one better.
I mean,
It's
we
just
can.
bad. I mean,
yeah, either way, it's bad. Like it doesn't. It didn't do anything. You know, it was just like it was a weird gimmick that didn't do anything. This happens so much in wrestling where they're just like, "Hey, these guys aren't doing anything. Let's put them together. What do we want to do with them? I don't know. Just, we'll see what happens." You know, and then they just kind of make appearances and they don't really have like any follow up. They just exist. So yeah, I would say bad. I would say they did end up, you know, two of them did end up going on to win AAA championships. So top of bad, I guess.
yeah, top of bad.
Oh god, Mean Street Posse. Jesus, right beside Hit Row, gotta be.
Pete Gas, Joey Abs. And who was the other one?
Three guys that can't wrestle. Rodney. Yeah.
Rodney.
Three guys that can't wrestle who were basically just like weird stooges for Shane McMahon. Very strange.
One of them was actually someone that was training. Yeah, Gas and Rodney were legitimate school friends of Shane, and the third one, Joey Abs, was a wrestler.
Not a good one.
Was brought in to be part of the group. Um,
I remember them, and I just remember being like, "Why are these guys on television?" That's what I remember.
I mean, their big feuds. Big feud was with Patterson and Briscoe.
I mean, what else do you need to say? Stooges versus Stooges.
Yeah, but are they better than Kai and Tai? Are they better than Choppy Choppy or PP?
I wouldn't say so because Funaki and Taki Michinoku can actually wrestle. I mean, there's a move called the Michinoku Driver.
All right, right above Hero.
No. Who's this? Oh, the Mexicools, which was Super Crazy, Psychosis, and
Juventud.
Juventud. I mean, this is more trash. This is the same as LWO. It was, hey, throw these guys. It was definitely worse than LWO because it was so racist. It was insane. Hey, let's have these Mexicans ride around on bicycles with you know.
Oh, what are bicycles?
Yeah, they
Those are riding lawnmowers.
Oh yeah, riding fucking lawnmowers. That's right, pimped out lawnmowers. Like how racist can you get?
Yeah,
It was so bad. Oh my god.
went down to the ring on riding lawnmowers.
Yeah. So bad. Yeah, right below Kai and Tai.
Okay.
Okay.
Or amazing. because they could wrestle.
Or amazing. They could wrestle, which is why it was such a wasted talent.
I actually love Super Crazy in the ECW.
Yeah, Super Crazy was great.
Super Crazy
Yeah.
was awesome.
Psychosis was great too. I liked Psychosis. He was really good too. And Juventud did okay too. Okay. The Ministry of Darkness, which is Undertaker, Christian, Edge, Mark Henry, Mabel, Gangrel, and Paul Bearer. And I think that's it.
And the Higher Power?
Oh, yeah, the Higher Power. Oh, and Midian.
Yeah.
Midian as well.
Yeah, Mark Henry wasn't in it.
Oh, yeah, it was Mabel. Yeah. And
It was
Midian.
Farouk.
Oh, Farouk, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bradshaw too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Farouk, Bradshaw, Midian, Viscera, Edge, Christian, Gangrel.
Right. So it didn't really elevate anybody. It was basically just a story for Vince and Taker and Stone Cold. It is really all it was. But that being said, it was really entertaining. If you remove Midian and Mabel from the group.
Oh, come on. It wasn't Mabel, it was Viscera.
Sorry. Viscera. How many names does that guy
Big
have?
Vis.
Yeah, Big Daddy B. I would put Ministry of Darkness. I would put them probably right above the Authority in good.
Okay. No, Big Daddy V is not alive.
No, he passed away.
He dead.
He's dead.
I think his widow was suing WWE at some point.
Oh, wow. Because they knew of his health issues and had him keep wrestling. Yeah. So next up is Nation of Domination. I mean, this one's got to go fairly high. This one launched The Rock.
Are we going original Nation?
Well, whatever we consider prime, which I think would be Rock, Farouk, Mark Henry,
and
D'Lo. Wasn't Godfather in it too? No.
Yeah.
Godfather.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's a beast group right there. And it launched The Rock's career. It eventually improved Godfather's career. D'Lo kind of stayed the same, but he kind of went off and did some other stuff. And then obviously Farouk and Bradshaw did some cool stuff.
Owen Hart was in there for some time. Crush was in there.
Crush, that's right. Yeah.
Savio Vega, Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah. I would put these guys.
Put them above Dangerous Alliance.
Yeah, I was thinking either above Dangerous Alliance or right above Heart Foundation. But I think right below Heart Foundation's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Nation of
Domination. Yeah, great theme song.
Yeah.
All right, the New Day. Your second longest reigning tag team champions of all time.
They've won the most in WWE history too.
I think so, yeah. And it did elevate two of them to WWE Championship level.
And one of them's a King of the Ring.
One of them's a King of the Ring. Yeah. One of them has semi-main evented WrestleMania. In one of that WrestleMania's best matches too. So I'm thinking right below the Four Horsemen.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The only thing that could make them better is if Xavier Woods somehow turns a corner and becomes WWE champion at some point, which I don't think is going to happen. But I would put them. Well, no, you know what? right below Judgment Day, because Judgment Day launched 3 careers. This one launched 2, elevated two of them.
Okay, I'll allow it, I guess.
Where would you put it? How close was I?
Somewhere right next to her business, probably above her business. Basically, same place.
Same place, just in a different category.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll move them around if we feel like they shouldn't be where they are.
Yeah, I think Sim has a good point. I think we should have had a, faction of Xavier Woods, Paige, and Brad Maddox,
Xavier Woods, Page, and Brad
and
Maddox.
yeah, Brad Maddox.
What's that?
Didn't they have a big trios? Didn't they have a big trio?
Page?
Yeah,
Like
Paige.
the lady Page?
Yes,
Am I miss? What am I missing? Page, Brad Maddox, and
and Xavier Woods.
oh, was there some sort of love triangle going on there at some point that I'm not aware of?
All right, who's next?
Okay. Uh, Nexus.
Don't you remember that?
No, I don't remember that. No.
Oh wow,
Is that why Brad
there was a
Maddox
video
got
camera
fired?
involved. Yeah, there was a video camera involved, and
Ooh, and a leak.
yeah, yes,
Okay,
yes. That's the one.
so only one of them got fired, and it was Brad
Yeah,
Maddox. Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, the Nexus. So let's see if we can name all of them. Jesus, Wade Barrett, Heath Slater, Daniel Bryan, Justin
Husky
Gabriel,
Harris.
Husky Harris, Ryback.
No, it wasn't Ryback.
It was Skip Sheffield.
Skip Sheffield.
And then that guy. Titus O'Neil, was he in there?
No,
No.
I don't
Millions
think
of
so.
dollars, millions of dollars. There was
McGillicuddy.
Michael McGillicuddy, Curtis Axel, yeah, and then there was that guy that wore the face mask. I can't remember he
Michael Tarver.
Michael Tarver, right? And then Mason Ryan was in
Uh,
it as well.
Group was originally made up of the 8 rookies from the first season of NXT: Wade Barrett, David Otunga,
David
Darren Young,
Otunga, Darren
The Loyal,
Young.
Daniel Bryan, Skip Sheffield, Michael Tarver, Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater.
Okay, so out of all those, Nexus elevated one, Wade Barrett, and not even that because he just got squashed by Cena. And then he went on to the core and did what we already talked about. Heath Slater, he got kids. Uh, Skip Sheffield went on to be Ryback, in which we all know how that went. Husky Harris went on to be Bray Wyatt, so he's probably the most successful out of the group, I would imagine.
I mean, how successful can he be when he's dead?
I mean, in his career, not this life. And I don't think his career led to his death.
That took a turn for the worst, didn't it?
That did take a turn for the worst. Who else? Michael Tarver did nothing. Mason Ryan did nothing.
Yeah, he did nothing.
Daniel Bryan, obviously, but he was destined to be something special anyway. I mean, it was a cool concept at the time. It just didn't. They didn't put the effort into it, they didn't back it. They didn't believe in it. You know, the way that they should have. But that impact that they initially made was huge when they came out and beat the crap out of Cena and
Tore the ring down and
tore the ring down, choked out Justin Roberts, which is what got Daniel Bryan fired or
yeah.
suspended.
Then they wasn't it a Survivor Series match when it was like 6-on-6, or it was some kind of big
Yeah,
deal where everybody in WWE wanted to be on the team to go against him.
Yeah, it was John
You had
Team.
Shawn and Cena, and you had
Mhm.
Jericho and
Bret Hart.
Del Rio.
For some reason, Bret Hart was in there.
Kane.
I don't know why.
Yeah, Bret Hart was in there too.
And that's where Daniel Bryan came back to face the Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be better than the core. I would say it's better than League of Nations. I think if that's where it's got to go, right above League of
Okay.
Nations, because
Yep.
it didn't do anything for anyone. All right. All right. NWO. Bottom of goat. Top of amazing. Just below Four Horsemen.
Well, which NWO are we talking about?
The original. The NWO. Not Wolfpack.
Hogan,
None of that crap. Yeah. Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash,
Eric Bischoff.
and Eric Bischoff. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Bottom of goat.
I say above DX. I say above DX.
Sorry, I was dodging the bullets that we were going to get flung at us.
I'll take them. I'll eat them all. Because
Okay.
without the NWO, you don't have DX.
Well, that's true. All right. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Hogan, Hall, Nash,
Bischoff.
and 6. Sean Waltman.
Yeah.
And Bischoff.
That's true. All right. The OC, which was AJ Styles and the Good Brothers. Trash. It didn't do anything. They were just there.
They beat up John Cena.
Yeah, but AJ could have done that without the Good Brothers. And in fact, he did twice. I thought the OC was just lame.
They helped get AJ over as a heel. Because he may not have been able to do it by himself.
Okay. All right, then.
He's so good, you don't want to cheer him. Top of bad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not top of bad. I was going to say bottom of bad, but I would put him above the Jersey Triad.
Okay. Just above the Jersey Triad.
Mm.
I'm thinking somewhere around JBL's cabinet and King Booker's court. It's because it's the same thing. It's just a couple of heaters for one guy. It did nothing for the heaters.
Above JBL's court. No. Between JBL's. Yep, there.
Okay. Next up is the oddities, which I'm not even going to try to name them all because there's like 15 of them, and they were
Kurgan, Golga,
Luna.
Of course, Insane Clown Posse.
Yes, Insane Clown Posse. Oh my god!
I can't believe WWE brought him in.
They were so desperate. They were so desperate in that era.
Was Goldust in there?
Maybe.
Oh, who's the tall guy? Who's Giant Silva?
Holy crap! If there was ever a group of jobbers that didn't deserve to have a faction, this was it. This has to be the bottom of trash. This has to be the worst.
What's the picture that you have?
It's just like a tall picture with 4 guys in it.
4 guys?
Yeah. There's one with a mask on, one super tall guy.
Okay. Because
I can put it on screen.
One of the guys in there. This one here. Okay, yeah, I see which one you got. One of the original people in it was actually the Jackal.
Oh yeah.
Who is, I don't know if you remember him. Long hair, really long hair. It was Don Callis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Don Callis was an oddity.
He was Cyrus.
That's funny.
I don't know if you remember Cyrus way back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, it's trash.
Yeah, it's got to be the bottom of trash. There's. I mean, it name one moment where you can be like, oh yeah, the oddities. There was that one time where, yeah, they just sucked.
You put Hit Row above them.
Hey, Hit Row at least had Swerve Strickland in it. There was no talent in the oddities. None. And you can
All
say
right.
what you want about Flop Dollar, but he's not terrible. Especially now that he's in TNA. He's not horrible. He's at least something to watch. The oddities were like, man, fast forward through this shit. What is this garbage? You know?
All right. Whatever.
Oh, this should be interesting. Next up is the original Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and I guess you could throw in Braun Strowman, but probably not. They're not really the original.
Brown strongman.
Yeah. So obviously it elevated Bray, but it once again didn't do anything for Luke Harper or um, Eric Rowan. It did something for Braun Strowman though.
Yeah, I mean it's not fair to hold that against Harper and Rowan though, because they don't do tag teams well in WWE.
No, that's true. But the group did elevate 2 stars. You know,
Put them
something.
below the Nation.
Oh, really? That low? I mean,
Yes.
I know you hate the Wyatts, but I mean, it elevated 2 guys. I was thinking more like.
Okay. I would take elevating The Rock over the two that the Whites elevated.
Oh, of course, but I'm not saying put him next to the Nation of Domination. I was thinking more like just above Fatal Influence
In good?
in mid. They're
Oh, in mid? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Sure. Yeah. Yep. You're good. Yep.
yeah.
Okay. Because I thought you were wanting them high.
Oh no. I'm
Okay.
just higher in mid. is
Okay.
more what I thought. If I can get them to move.
No, I'd put them top mid, above the Dudley family.
Well, maybe. Yeah. Why don't we put him below the Authority?
Okay.
Okay. Oh God. Get your Kentucky Fried Chicken out. It's time for PFC.
Ugh.
Yeah. Which was
Two of them aren't there anymore, right? Sonia, Zoe, and
Shayna Baszler.
oh yeah, Shayna Baszler. They were trash.
Yeah, they were
Gotta be
trash.
trash.
It wasn't the group itself that was trash. It was like a pure fusion collective. That's what you came up with.
The name, the music,
Yeah,
the personality. None of them could talk.
yeah, it's a problem. Where in trash? Let's see. I would put them above Blue World Order. That's where I would put them.
What?
Yeah.
Mean
They were.
Street Posse was at least entertaining.
Well, that's true. Oh. Um.
I stand by what I said.
um. All right. Mm.
Yeah,
Who's
this is a
next?
record number of trash.
Yeah, this is. I was gonna say this is definitely record number of trash. We're almost done though. Radicals, which was Chris Benoit, he who shall not be named, but I named him anyway. Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, and Dean Malenko. So obviously, it elevated 2 of them to main event level. The other 2, it didn't really do anything except have one of them fall in love with a mop. But it
Yeah, he got punished. That was a punishment.
oh yeah, for his beating up of that rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he beat the shit out of that guy.
Something great.
Yeah, I'm thinking just below Nation, which isn't great. Just above Dangerous Alliance. Because I think the Radicals did more for Eddie and He Who Shall Not Be Named than Dangerous Alliance
Yeah,
did for the guys that were in there.
it did.
Retribution, which was Mustafa Ali, T-Bar, who I don't know who T-Bar is.
Dijakovic.
Oh,
Dijak.
Dijak. Right, he's gone. There was a woman in there. Oh, Mercedes
Martinez.
Martinez, and then I don't know the other two.
Mia Yim.
There was two females in there. Oh,
Yeah, Mercedes Martinez pretty much said, "I don't want to be in this anymore,"
and then
and
she
they
was
let her out of it.
replaced.
Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah, she was able to get out of it. And Shane Thorne,
I mean, we don't need
who
to
is in New Japan now.
we don't need to spend much time on this. Is trash. It didn't even last long enough to be worthy of anything. I would say
Yeah,
it's.
the real question is it better or worse than PFC?
I would say
The
it's.
X-Ring.
I would say it goes right above the oddities.
Okay, I'll take it.
Right to Censor, which was Stephen
The Good
Richards,
Father,
the Good Father,
Steven Richards.
Bull Buchanan, Ivory, and was that it? Was it four of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Brooks Jensen tweeted out, who is Bull Buchanan's son.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be in the John Cena tournament.
Oh.
Uh, John Cena ruined my father's career, so I want to end his.
Oh, B squared. That's right.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Well, that was kind of funny. That's long term storytelling right there.
Yeah, that's super long term storytelling. Right to Censor was good heels, but once more, the problem is that stable did not elevate anyone. Maybe Ivory.
Except, I mean, it elevated the people that they went against.
That's true. China was probably the biggest beneficiary of Right to Censor.
Let's see.
Remember, they also faced Taz and APA.
It's APA, Too Cool.
Yeah, I would put them. I would put them above. Hmm. I would put them above the Brawling Brutes in mid. That's what I was thinking.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Right below Tony D.
That's Fatal Influence that you're seeing there.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, Tony D is in the
Oh,
next
right
one up.
above him. And good. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next up is the Riot Squad, which was Ruby Riot. I think Mandy Rose, or was it Liv Morgan?
No. Liv Morgan
Liv
and Sarah
Morgan
Logan.
and Sarah Logan. So obviously, the only one to be elevated was Liv Morgan. Ruby Riot was basically just a jobber, Sarah Logan never went anywhere except for Valhalla. And then Liv Morgan was obviously a breakout star from that group, but not because of Riot Squad. It was she kind of became a star in spite of Riot Squad.
But they were ones who had talent in a time when the
Yeah.
women were just kind of beginning to be really featured.
Yeah, it really sucks that one of the groups that actually could wrestle during that era was not really utilized. Um,
Mhm. Who's that at the top of bad?
LWO.
All right, bottom mid, I'd say.
Okay. Sanity, which was Eric Young, uh,
Nikki
Nikki
Cross.
Cross, was it Alexander Wolf
Yeah.
or Kip Killian Dane? I think right.
Yeah, Killian Dane. Yeah, Alexander Wolf was in there.
Yeah.
Madman Fulton.
I think we discussed Sanity recently and said that they were super underrated and super underutilized too. Because Eric Young's amazing. He's so good. Killian Dean was pretty good. Nikki Cross is good. But they didn't really do anything.
They really didn't.
And none of them were elevated. Which is a shame because there was some talent in there.
I still say bad though.
Yeah, I'm thinking top of bad. That's where I'm thinking.
Below the LWO.
All right. The Secret Hervis, which is Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and I always forget the third one.
Alba Fire.
Alba Fire. Obviously, Secret Hervis is just a group with heaters for Chelsea.
Chelsea.
So I can't put them super high, unfortunately. Mm,
Mm, mid at best.
yeah, I was thinking bad. I was thinking
Okay.
like because like our groups with the heaters are in bad. If you really look at the group at where we put everybody,
Yeah.
it's like the groups with the heaters were JBL's cabinet, the OC, King Booker,
Yeah. I say next to Sanity bad.
just under Sanity.
Mm, yeah.
The Shield.
I say amazing. Above the Horseman.
Wow. It did elevate all three stars. All three were WWE champions. Seth Rollins is obviously, the Triple H of this era, basically, for all intents and purposes. Roman Reigns, obviously, one of the best of all time now. Dean Ambrose, polarizing figure, but uh, you think they're better than Four Horsemen? You know what? I would have to agree because they did elevate. You know what? This might be controversial. I think I want to switch some things. This might be controversial. I think I want to
Okay.
put uh, the Four Horsemen at the bottom of Amazing because
Okay.
the Four Horsemen really didn't elevate anybody. They were just four group. It was just a bunch of guys that were really good, but they were already established. They didn't elevate
But they
anyone
did make
else.
the people they went against.
That's true. I
And not that the New Day didn't, but the Horsemen made Sting. They made Luger. They made Dusty as big as he was.
okay. Why don't? What about this?
And the New Day.
What about that?
Okay.
It's a compromise. I get the Four Horsemen. I get it, but like Judgment Day elevated Rhea Ripley, Dirty Dom, Damian Priest. Already had the established Finn Balor. Still's got a lot, a little work to do with JD McDonough, but it elevated 3 stars to main event level.
All right. Okay.
And then I agree with the Shield. The Shield's, I mean, it's crazy. Oh God. Next up, Spirit Squad, which was, don't ask me to tell me their names. It was Kenny, Mikey, Dicky, Licky, Sticky, and Bicky.
Mikey, Kenny, Nikki, Brett, and John. I don't know.
Brett and John. Yeah. The group was designed to build Kenny, which is funny because Kenny ended up going nowhere. And
Kenny, Johnny, Mitch, Nikki, Mikey.
God. Mitch, the odd one out. And
So
out of
you had
5 guys, and only one of them ended up doing anything of any substance, which was Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler.
You had Ryan, didn't you? No, I thought his brother was in it too.
No,
It wasn't.
no.
I don't know. Kenny. Kenny's a producer now.
Good for him.
Johnny, Mitch. Yeah, Nick Nemeth.
Yeah. One guy got elevated, and it wasn't because of the Spirit Squad. Spirit Squad
It was in
ended.
spite of the Spirit Squad.
It was in spite of the Spirit Squad. Exactly. This has to be trash. I don't know. Where are you thinking? I don't even know. There's so much trash in trash now. It's hard to figure out where you put Spirit Squad. Right below Main Street.
I mean, the one thing that they're known for, the feud that they're known for, was
DX.
DX.
Yeah.
Yeah, right next to Mean Street Posse, whichever way.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, we can't put them. The Mexicools are too high. The racist group of Mexicools cannot be better than Spirit Squad. They got
Wow.
it. They
Yes,
got
they
it.
can.
Oh God. All right. Straight Edge Society, which was CM Punk, Serena, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. No, not Carl Anderson.
Well,
Joey Mercury.
I mean, it's got to be in bad, right, with all the other heaters,
Yeah, that's
all
all
the
it
other heater
was.
heel groups.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just heaters for Punk. That being said, though, I think it was the most entertaining out of all those heater groups. So I would put it up above JBL's cabinet.
I'd put it above Secret Service.
All right, I'm okay with that. Punk would hate us for putting it that low on the list. All right, Team Angle, which was Kurt Angle, Shelton Benjamin, and Charlie Haas.
How many time tag champions were there?
Probably 4 or
Or were
5.
they?
That's my guess.
Three-time.
And obviously, it elevated Shelton Benjamin. Didn't really do anything for Charlie Haas. He ended up going and having that group with Rico, that tag team with Rico.
Yeah, were they gimmicks everybody, where they copied
Yeah,
everybody
yeah. Oh, that one too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
every week.
Well, Enrico was like that model gay impersonator kind of thing. But Team Angle was really good. They weren't just heaters for Angle. They were more than that. I'm thinking, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking high good.
Yeah, I start at the bottom and I go. I'm like, are they better than that? Better than that? Better than that? I'm thinking, yeah, and maybe top of good.
I take it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. The Vision, short lived, less than a year.
Barely 6 months.
Yeah,
I mean, technically, there is still a Vision,
yeah, but
I guess.
it's kind of just now a tag team, unless they decide to add someone.
Ah,
It did elevate 2 stars in a very short amount of time.
it made me care about Bronson Reed, which I hadn't done before,
Yeah, yeah. Mm,
and it gave Braun Breaker personality.
yeah, but it was short. Not to their fault, It's obviously Seth's injury kind of screwed that whole thing up. They wouldn't even be on this list if it wasn't for that injury because it's not done yet. I would put them. Hmm.
Hard to judge it.
Yeah, it is really hard to judge without knowing what's
I say
coming.
good though, at least.
Yeah, without knowing what's coming, I would say right below Damage Control.
Okay.
Yeah. Too Cool, which was Rikishi, Scotty Too Hottie, and Grandmaster Sexy. They made it only really elevated Rikishi, and that was kind of a failed experiment.
Yeah, but the most over thing was the worm.
Yeah, and the dancing that Rikishi did with the hat and they did win the championship,
Yeah,
the tag team championships.
Scotty was the most over low mid Carter ever,
Yeah,
almost.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
The crowd popped for the worm like nothing.
Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it. Ikakakazo. Remember that theme? That was their replacement theme
Uh,
for the.
I'd put it above the Brawling Brutes in mid.
All right. Next up is Toxic Attraction, which was Mandy Rose,
Andy, JCGG.
JC, and Gigi. Was it JC?
Yep.
Okay,
JC was the third wheel in it.
that's right. Mandy was the big deal, which she super improved when that group was created.
Yes.
Super
Yeah.
improved, and then she didn't get let go. She kind of parted ways with them because they wouldn't let her keep her OnlyFans. It's so funny.
I'd put it in good.
Or was it her Twitch stream? Which then she was like, "Well, I'll make an OnlyFans." Then
No, it was OF.
it was OnlyFans.
Zelina left the company for a little bit because of her Twitch.
Where'd you say you would put it?
I'd say in good.
So when you compare this to Fatal, wait, which one's which? Fatal Influence and
Fatal,
Toxic Attraction. Okay,
fatal influence.
Yeah, when you compare it to Fatal Influence, you think Toxic Attraction is a whole tier better than Fatal Influence?
Yes.
They both elevated 1 star, if you think about it. Does that mean that Fatal Influence
Uh,
is not high enough? Or does that mean that Toxic Attraction needs to be lower? Because I feel like they're pretty equal, to me anyway. Although I do think Mandy Rose was better than JC Jane. Not by much, but I think she was better.
titles.
Oh, did
They won tag team titles a couple times.
there was women's tag titles in
Yep.
oh, really?
Let's see how many times. Yep.
Did was it NXT women's titles, or was it they won the women's championship, like the WWE women's?
Yeah. Yeah. It was NXT tag titles
Oh, so
2 times.
they just don't have it women's tag titles anymore? It was merged with the main card
Yeah.
women's.
It was merged with
Uh,
when were they merged? 2023
interesting. Okay.
with who was it? Alba Fire and Isla Dawn against Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler
Interesting.
in
So you
2023. They were unified.
so you're saying JC and Gigi were better than, I guess, those other 2 girls who I never remember their names in Fatal Influence.
Yes. Yep.
That makes
Fallon
sense.
Henley and uh, the other one, Jasmine
The other
Nix.
one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in good, do we think they're as good as Damage Control? No.
No.
So we got to put them below Damage Control, but above Fatal Influence. So Toxic Attraction goes
Underneath the Authority.
okay. Only 3 left.
All right.
The Un-Americans, which was Christian, Test, Regal, and Lance Storm. They were a heater group. It wasn't designed to get anybody over. It might have given Christian a little bit of a bump, but it certainly didn't do anything for Lance Storm, Regal, or Test.
I'd say above Sanity.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We got two controversial ones here. Undisputed Era, which was Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly in NXT. Hugely influential in the Black and Gold era. They were NXT champion, tag team champions, North American champions. They had a lot of gold.
Do you hold it against them that it was in NXT
Do I hold it against them that it was in NXT?
and not
A little bit.
on the main roster
I
at that
hold
point?
I hold it against them a little bit because it was Adam Cole's decision to leave, which basically was a catalyst for everyone else leaving to go to AEW. So could Undisputed Era have been a big thing on Raw or SmackDown? I think so. Why not? It was huge in NXT. That was the big thing, right? They were massive, and they were elevating all of the people in it. But I do think it has a cap because it's NXT only. But I would still put them in great. Maybe even amazing. Not GOAT, though. They can't be GOAT. They never made it to the Raw and SmackDown rosters.
I don't know about amazing.
Okay. All right.
Is that cat?
Yeah.
Um.
Let's put them in great. Um, let's put them above Dangerous Alliance.
All right. I can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because afterwards, they just haven't done anything.
Exactly. Well, that was their choice to go to AEW. So that was a big mistake on their part to have done that. And then the last one is your favorite, the Wyatt Six, which they've won some gold, but it really hasn't elevated anybody, except for Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas. If you just take away the rest of them and just put Bo Dallas as Bo Dallas, and have him be this dark individual, he would get over without all this crap. I mean, he looks like Bray Wyatt. He sounds like Bray Wyatt. He could just be the successor to Bray Wyatt, but be himself. He can be. What did we say?
Just a Bray Wyatt tribute.
He is just a Bray Wyatt tribute right now, but he could be better than that if they dropped this crap. But they haven't. So we're judging the Wyatt Six, which they had an amazing debut, and then they've done crap all since. They have won some titles, but does anyone care? I don't know how you debut that strong and then don't follow up on it. I don't get it.
I feel like I'm being generous and saying bad.
I would put them.
I think they had to rename them, or I think they named them the Wyatt Six because Pure Fusion Garbage was too close to Pure Fusion Collective.
Wow. I would put them right below Secret Service.
And who's that right next to him?
FBI.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to shift anything? Do we want to change anything? Does anyone in Amazing belong in GOAT? Does anyone in Great belong in Amazing? The only one I think you were questioning was, does Hurt Business belong in Amazing? So we could bump them up. And does Shield belong in GOAT? Okay. Neither of those two need to move.
No, I don't think so.
We think we're pretty happy with this.
I think so.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what happened to my camera? Well, it's good timing. It's good timing because my camera just decided to die. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wrestling Wrenaissance Run-In, ranked WWE's factions. If you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
And I'm at Cole2K on BlueSky and X.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where you can find myself, Cole2K, Sim31, and so many others talking about video games, talking about wrestling, talking about movies, music, all that stuff. And if you're so inclined, join our Patreon. Why do I keep getting error messages? Something's going on. I didn't break it.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. If you're so inclined, join the Patreon, patreon.com/co-op entertainment. Throw us $1 if you can. Throw us $5 if you can. That'd be great. Cole.
Yes, sir.
Can you take us out?
Oh, that wraps up our great faction ranking debates. The alliances, the betrayals, the theme songs that still slap. The bloodline walked out looking like gold, while the oddities barely made the cut. Maybe next semester, guys. Until next time, keep your friends close, your factions tighter, and as always, keep the Renaissance alive.
And there's an error message again. Bye.